Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy hump day. Whoever's here. Hey, Jerrylyn. Hey, Black Delilah. Delilah. Hey, Becca. Hey, Christy. Good morning. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Mama Chipmunk. Hey, Amy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please hit that like button as soon as you come in. Smash it, pot. Do what you gotta do. Well, that's good to hear, Christy. I appreciate that. Oh, look at those hearts coming through here. A lot of love. Hey, yes, man. You're mopping floors. Oh, yeah, I gotta do that soon. Gotta mop floors later. Morning, 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 morning. The angels in blue. Yep. Hopefully the sound works a little bit better today. I got everything hooked up, so hopefully it'll work a little bit better. I know it was lagging yesterday, so I'm only limited in what I have, so do bear with me. I do have a ton of receipts to show though today. A ton. And I do hope the subs are off for the time being. So today I'm doing a little bit of a part two from yesterday, and you know what I'm talking about. The psychic, tranquil psychic. Hey, Kylie Nails Candy. I've got a ton of receipts to show this morning. I'm going to go over a little bit about the trip to Nova Scotia. I'm also going to go over a few other things that was, I guess, apparently he was on a little bit this morning, had a couple big announcements. And he said a few things that, you know, things that stay this don't change, he doesn't change. It's the same bullshit that comes out of his mouth. So, do bear with me. For those of you who don't have the Facebook, that's what the Facebook group. Yeah, the delusional trip. Uh Amy. um so yeah, so there was somebody actually commented this morning. I got a good laugh out of it. I'll show it to you guys. It was in the chat. I Somebody sent it to me this morning. It's not where I wanted to go. That's what I want to show. I know who she is, so it's kind of funny. I know exactly who Moo is. I saw her picture before. I've talked to her before in the past. I know who she is, so. But she asked if Zach went to Canada to look for Jack and Willie, and he deflected. I picked up on that this morning. So it was very interesting. And it's a good thing Becca is here today because she can back everything up what I'm saying today for a little bit anyway, as long as she can stay as long as she can, I hope. So for those of you that don't have the Facebook group, I'm going to show you a little bit of the Facebook group. If you want to be added, send it me or um, Mama Chipmunk a request, and we'll gladly add you. Right now, we're almost at 70 people already. It's been growing strong, and people were looking at the receipts and stuff, and which is kind of cool. Somebody left us a nice poem. We might thinking about turning into a song, which would be kind of cool. Uh, so yeah, and the most exciting thing about the upcoming weekend, I'm also going to be helping searching for Darius McDougall this weekend. So I'm working on things as well. I plan to go shopping this afternoon for bear spray and tick spray. Grab a couple of things for this weekend. Make sure my car is all running, oil change, the whole works this afternoon. Got some other things on the go, uh, and then make sure my girlfriend's looked after for the night, and odds and ends, so I can go for the night, come back safe and sound, bring back some pictures for you guys. Uh, at least I will bring some receipts to show you guys I was there. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Right, Zach? So, without further ado, well, thank you very much, Becca. I appreciate that. We're sitting at about 69 members. I hope you guys, for those of you who don't have Facebook, we'll gladly we'll show you some receipts that we do have. I'm in the group. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, thanks, Amy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. There's a Facebook group that's in there. I think Jasmine's in the same group as I am. And trying to pull up the posts and it keeps freezing. Go figure. It was working for me yesterday. It's got something to do with, I guess, Facebook and Messenger. How about we go to search? Maybe that I keep going into invite. Why am I doing that? Here we go. So the one thing I want to show you guys is the some stuff on the trip that he supposedly went on. I have an idea. Oh, it's not what I wanted. Sorry guys, sorry for the wait. Just give me a bit here. This iPad just likes to freeze. Has a mind if it has a mind of its own sometimes. So okay, I don't want that. Okay. No, I don't want that either. So I'm just gonna open up my Facebook and go right into the page. And hopefully it doesn't freeze. It's taking forever to load stuff, that's all. Just give me a sec, guys. I'm still here. Come on. Well, first things first, we'll show you this, at least anyways. There's a scam alert. Um, this was sent to Becca from the detective. So people know that we're not lying about anything. They are involved. The Wichita Police Department, which happens to be where Zach is from, they are investigating. It's still under investigation as far as we know. We haven't heard anything different. If you are a victim from um, the uh, the fraud for the funeral, also any money you've donated to Zach on false pretenses on the trip to Nova Scotia, please do come forward. Just email the detective and he'll just gladly take your receipts and your information. Alrighty? The girls will post uh, the detective's email address into the chat. Do screenshot it, email them, send your receipts in. Even if it's like $100 or even $50, it's still on false pretenses, right? It falls under that, which is turns into fraud, money laundering, you name it. So, Jamie was here yesterday. Jamie D, one of my new mods. She was here yesterday showing some receipts of Zach harassing her for money. Um, she even donated she's donated quite a bit to Zach in his. Um, I can show that in a bit. I'll show that in a bit of some of the receipts she showed. Um, uh, I noticed that a few people have been making videos of him in some of the YouTube channels, which have been awesome. Thank you, Monsters of Chaos. I really appreciate that platform. I'll show this one actually. There's okay. So this morning I got a video recording of it, or a screen recording of it actually. Mr. Zach claimed about his friend Ryan. Um, Originally, his original post. Hope you guys can see it. He claimed while he was in Nova Scotia that he died on the 1st of May. And then he changed up his tune, said it was June 1st, after he was called out for it. So there's somewhat truth, but he didn't tell us how he died. He died of a rug overdose. The same stuff that Zach is taking, we think that Zach is, in my opinion, is taking. Also in that recording, well, I'll show you the obituary. Again, June 1st. And then he claimed that he died on May 1st. And when he pulled the sympathy card on everybody. And 'cause that's what narcissists do. Okay. Well, that's his obituary. I tried to black out as the best I could, so I wasn't doxing any of his family, Ryan's family members. Um, oh, no, I got closed out again. Man, here we go. Come on, man. It's got a mind of its own sometimes. Sorry about that, guys. Hit the wrong thing and I still get into this. See if feature helps. Oh my god. Okay, try this again. Uh, That's the problem with like switching from Messenger, opening up into Facebook. It slows everything down and doesn't take you where you want to go. I know, just it's annoying. You're trying to share everything. Okay, here we go. Finally. It's got lots of stuff in here. So if you guys want to be a member of the Facebook group, it's a lot easier to see it for yourselves than for me to than to pull it all up on my laptop or my not my laptop, my iPad. My iPad has a mind of its own. But there's posts up there. I'm gonna try and get to the big ones anyways here. There's the one on Ryan.
Yeah, I hope it brings me some results and anything I can do to get closer to the root cause of this.
Just talking about his there's the fake death. I'll show it again. Where he was claiming for money. That was back in um it was back in December. He claimed that his grandfather passed on the 23rd of December of 2025. It turned out to be September 22nd, 5 years ago. And then his mom even made a post saying it was his biological dad. This is the biological dad or the grandfather. Here's a receipt. Sorry. Whoops. Forgot the camera's off. There's a transcript, him trying to claim money. Or looking for sympathy anyways. Here's the biological father. That's him. 2021 when he passed away. December 23rd. That's his obituary. See, there's Carrie Haley. More of the obituary. There's the funeral service where they attended October 10th, 2021, almost a month later. And here are the receipts that some people have donated to a headstone and have donated to a uh, cremation. Okay. Here's him looking for money.
This is him.
It's a video that Becca did.
Possibly in December 2023, December 23rd of 2025.
Hey, Susan Nelson.
Meeting about it. You know, help with the situation. Me.
Uh, Come on.
Now,
That's his that's his stepmom. I don't know why I'm in here, but okay, here's the trip. So here's him in his jacket taking selfies on the 2nd. There's another one where he was at Cape George supposedly, claiming he was in Nova Scotia, right? That's his house and his yard. All the trees and stuff. To see the difference between the trees in Nova Scotia and the difference between the trees there and in Massachusetts, where he's in Wichita Beach, Massachusetts. So he was taking selfies in his yard or somewhere in the vicinity. Somebody posted for Mother's Day. Then he posted some stuff like day 2 complete. Then he found supposedly he found uh a rope with a noose on a post between 2 trees, claiming it was a few minutes from Daniel's place after he went to Cape George the next day, right? We have receipts that he was in his room the whole time at his house. That was about his second home, or I don't know what that was. The missing person. Um, it was a live that we did way back when. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna try and find what I came to look here for. I didn't come here to look at everything. Oh, here's one. He made a comment this morning about his dad and said his dad is never in his life. His dad walked in on him. Well, I've got a story to tell you. Here's his information on his dad. That's his dad right here. Took him to a football game a few years back. Is that a good dad? Does stuff with him and everything like that. His name's Scott, and he said something along the lines that Zach was sick. His mom was calling him up or whatever. He rushed home to be with Zach, and he's always been there for Zach. But anytime that him and Zach would make plans, Zach would bail, right? And it's been going on for years. His dad even gave him helped him get a lawyer back in 2020, and Zach ended up getting a claim for after an accident that Zach was in for uh, um, he was in an accident apparently, and he ended up getting a settlement a year later for $30,000, and he ended up blowing it all. Nothing to show for it. No ID, no nothing. That's his dad taking him to I think it was a Pats and a Dolphins NFL game. Um, Here's him taking him fishing. There's also a picture of him on his birthday taking him to a Roadhouse bar here, right? And his mom posted it. His mom took him out. She even said his dad took him out. It was a few years ago. So yeah, it's more of the funeral stuff. I don't need to show that. We showed that yesterday. Here's a post. Here's a post that he made about the when he found the noose. That has been reported to the RCMP. I'm waiting for a call back from the RCMP about the tip and everything. They're to contact the detective to converse, but they have Zachary's contact information. So it's up to them what they to do after that. But it's interfering with a police investigation, by the way. So to put a false tip in like that. Um, Here's all the information that Becca put up about the state of about the laws about the state of Massachusetts about fake deaths and fake funerals and everything. It's actually pretty good information. Hopefully you could see that. I'll try and no, maybe I could do that. It is against the law to create larceny on by false pretenses, guys. Just to show you that. And then there's felonies for it. He could be facing anywhere between 5 years to 10 years in prison. It's over $1,200,000. I can guarantee you that. We're looking in like 25 grand almost. That what he's taken over the lot since September. So you get the idea. There's stuff like that in there. Um, and then he claims that he claimed this morning he hasn't taken any money from anybody. So I'm going to show you some recordings of that this morning. I'm going to show you the receipts first. It's just easier. So you can see what I'm talking about. I'm not going to talk about that part, the drug, the rug. Here's a video of him claiming from looking for money for his meds.
It's
Powering on. Welcome to Alltech Land.
Speaker on. I forgot I had it off. There we go. Bluetooth is on. That sends me right back to here. I'm going to scroll up. Oh, gotta do that part. So you always gonna get dizzy. Here's a picture of the rope. I'll show you that he was talking about. It was sent into the RCMP along with his post. There, I show you that. Finally, it actually starts to work now. There's tons and tons of posts in here, tons of receipts in here. Did one on his dad. Here's more of the funeral. What I want to show you guys is the criminal record, and I'm going to show you the him claiming that he's not monetized. I can tell you the exact opposite. He claimed that he didn't put the paperwork in. What's this one?
having a horrible day, and I don't want to spread it on to others.
Hope you can hear that.
Seaweed, yeah, we do, but they got taken away.
His mom enabling in the background.
Guess my mom, her job, they took them away. And for me, I don't know why.
Why say it's too much, and why don't you let them say you make too much? Doesn't mean you make a lot. They just take them away. And so many people fall into that. And then they're like, what the heck? Now they can't afford food. It's messed up.
Yeah, if you can hear her in the
It's
background. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know
yeah,
what I'm
so
gonna do.
started working. So both things now I have to pay for.
Yeah, they took her health insurance away too. So they take everything away as soon as you start. My mom started working, they took everything away from her.
Pay 200 a month just for health insurance, just to have it. And then I have to buy the groceries, which is like 1,000 now. So it's crazy.
How about paying rent? Forgot that part.
Yeah, we're struggling bad, guys. I don't want to sit on here and cry all day. So
The funny thing about Zach is that he thinks this is a full-time job working on YouTube. So he figures people owe him something, right? When he goes and does his lives. Today, I'm going to show you some recordings. He claims that he's going to go twice a day now, an hour, 2 hours a day, right? And then he'll be choking down the Cash App once again. He 3 or 4 times in his live today, he mentioned the Cash App. And you can go to like Dolly or even JLR. They don't advertise the Cash App. They don't advertise any of that. They advertise a tip jar. It's the option to give them money. He's choking it down, begging for money. That's the huge difference. And it's under false pretenses. There's more on his dad. Just give me a sec here. I'm trying to find everything. Here's proof that he didn't go. Here we go.
we're going to be going over my remote viewing session results.
That's what I want to show you guys.
That's Zachary's bedroom.
Zachary's bedroom.
If you look in the far upper right corner, you can see the pillow right up there. In this far upper right corner, right up there, light peeking through. That's his bedroom.
So you guys don't see the light.
To me. Was these girls that look eyes or even just
Hey, John Walker.
previous fires in them, small fires. This was quite interesting. As you all know, instant since the beginning. And today, I was able to touch that. So, what it is me in this hotel room, but, working with here.
In his bedroom. Hotel room's his bedroom.
the- myself. So for the first, I would say 6 months, Jack and I was missing the idea of Jack and I, George, and put in the water. Now, sessions, a intuition, everything coordinates. Being here, actually being the I believe Jack me and feel. It gives me a
Not
whole
Zach. Nope.
was I grounded myself. when you basically plant yourself into the earth and with the most feeling and jump sun. And ultimately,
It's Zach John Welke.
Neil Martel, he morning he this was
Welke.
it's
Excuse me.
Neil Malay.
Hey, Chicken Whisper.
Must in my opinion, and everything I say is all alleged. It's innocent, guilty. I believe out, and the outlet of this anger became, sadly enough, Jack and Lily Sullivan. And after connecting with Sylvia, because it's 50-mile radius of his house, in part 7 of my
Yep,
audio
he did.
of Jack and Lily Sullivan. Excited for this. And knowing what I know now, I can't lie. I say it was never lost. Faith is always here. Evidence will always be found. Always comes to light. Believe that. Believe it was done. Really so really happened that night. I've given so many people the timeline. I believe this happened here. I was viewing session results. 6. That's right, 6. On Jack and Lily Sullivan. Now, guys,
What's this?
Watch, just
Oh, frozen.
on the weathers,
This is more of
morning,
his bedroom.
Mother Nature, we must bow to it. So that's what we say. It's another day. Let's
He's
see.
right beside a window, I think.
Hope you're doing great. Hey, Abby said, "Good morning, Zach. How is Nova Scotia? Hope you have a great day." Thanks, Abby. It's treating me very well. Even though I've had to be, you know, quiet. I guess we'll say
Actually,
it's still treating me well.
he
And
puts them up
I'm
with
very much
JOR and he
grateful.
puts them up as with Dolly too. Not just the psychics.
On the so, yeah, I'm just trying to get my medicine. So if anybody's able,
That's only some of the screen recording. Give me a sec, I'll get out of here.
yeah, I'm just trying to get my medicine.
Okay. Okay, here's one. Here's one. Can't find proof on it. I got some intel on it. So Zach has mentioned it today again that he had a brother named Brent that was born on Jack Sullivan's birthday. I think it was the 30th of October or the 31st, well, 30th, something like that. 30th or the 29th of October, I think it was. And so here's his passed away. I met him as that's his transcript there. Okay, so here's a obituary. So the guy that passed away was Jeffrey Lancey. He was the father of Brent, and there is mention of him of the child being passed away. Uh, there are talks that Carrie was asleep in her bedroom, passed out, while the kid was 7 years old and he was in the pool. It was back in October. So the funny thing about the whole thing is, this is the article. What I don't get, okay, why am I not showing everything? He died in 1991, the kid, right? Doesn't say when, but the whole story isn't adding up because she said it was 10 years ago, right? Before Zach was born. And Brent died over an overdose. He used to be a rug dealer. So so remember when he talked about the fake funeral? Unless this guy starts showing receipts of death certificates, I'm not even going to believe it because he hasn't even shown a death certificate of this grandfather who claimed to be Roger Perot that he said a few weeks later after we talked about the fake grandfather or the fake funeral, sorry, and um, now he mentioned something about Roger Perot, and now this person's come to light claiming that, and he was using that as he was using Jack Sullivan's birthday, claiming that as well, and to get money that way too, get everybody to give sympathy for him. That's what narcissists do. So, so the whole thing didn't add up for me. So until he starts showing receipts, because he won't show receipts. I don't know why, and it's frustrating. It takes stuff down if you show receipts, but he hasn't shown any death certificates. Nothing. Here is the video of his dad catching him on the Saturday morning sometime, walking towards the store. I've shown this a couple times.
Forgot to get cigarettes down at the store that we just went to.
Yeah.
So she's dead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there she is.
And
Yeah,
then he
but
puts a
she was
post up and said, I wasn't going to get cigarettes.
no. She was screaming at me.
Well, I don't know what she would say, but no, she was pissed about the cigarettes. She just was like, "What the fuck? I just went in the store." I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'll come out and grab the stuff." So,
Hey,
what
Vision.
are you up to?
9. I want to get some cigarettes.
Yeah.
Figured I'd swing by, see if you were home.
Yep. I was gonna be.
Any word on a vehicle yet?
Not yet.
There's the
No,
vehicle.
no car.
No, definitely not.
No car.
But, but yeah. Wondering what you're up to.
Well, you never did answer me, so I sent you a message.
Okay.
What's this? No. Um, I won't get into that part. That's the receipts on the phones. Here's the post that I was talking about. Where is truth? Pointed it out. And then he says, well, where are the cigarettes? And then he's like, I didn't get to get cigarettes. And he was back home the other day before. And he said he never claimed the DoorDash. We've got the witness and the witness phone number saying that when she dropped the DoorDash off, she gave it to Zach Jackson on that Thursday when he was supposed to be in Nova Scotia. He was talking about Jack Sullivan, the Jack Sullivan, the one that's the kid is missing, is what he was talking about. I have the transcript for it. And he used it for sympathy. He's mentioned it a couple times in the last week too. And now he's not supposed to be talking. Supposedly, he's not supposed to be talking. He doesn't want to talk about Jack and Will anymore. I can tell you. Well, I'm not going to say it, so I don't want to hurt the investigation right now at this point. Envision. I'll pull up the receipt. Come here, I'll show you. All right. I'm going to pull up the receipt for you. Whoop. I got my own Facebook now. Give me a sec. I'll find it. But I just showed it. Big Death. He's lied about his grandfather already until he starts showing receipts of death certificates or birth certificates for that matter, which he won't. I'm not going to believe it. Burned me once, right?
Because tomorrow we got a big search.
Where is it now? There it is. And we have a lot more information. A lot more. And then when you go to this, I'll show you. Oop. October 29th. There is no proof that they had a brother or not. And he claimed that it was on his Jack Sullivan's birthday. Jack and Lily. And he's mentioned it a few times already and through his stuff. They haven't shown any death certificates or birth certificates. So, no receipts. So, are you going to believe? Oh, it's up to you, Vision. Believe what you want to believe. But it's all there. The receipts are there. It's up to you. Okay, so moving along. Okay, what's this? Okay, well that's cool. I'm not snapping at you. It's just that we've worked pretty hard at this, right? And it's been 2 months of this crap. And I get it. People are gonna have their own opinion. I get it. Okay. And they're gonna have their own perception of it. I get that too. But when a person's not showing receipts and we're showing the receipts and we're called liars, that's the frustrating part. So here's the DoorDash. This is a DoorDash arriving. Oh, that's what it was. An African violet that's known from Canada. And a Gatorade. That was the recipient's name. We've got the information from the the delivery driver. We've got her phone number, and she can confirm that she gave it to Zach Jackson that day on the Thursday. There's the instructions. Okay. Um, what's this now? Here's the part on the car. This is with man on the 15th, claiming he had a car, right? That was me texting him when he texted me. He was looking for. Here's my post. Oh, his tires were slashed. He was looking for. He found an air tag. Blah blah blah. He was looking for tires and stuff. Okay, that's the car. Remember when his dad told his dad he didn't have a car? That's him in the transcript answering people. Reading off the questions, right? Said he had a car. Here's the receipts. People sending him money for the car. Jamie showed receipts, money giving him money for the car as well around the March. It was around March time. Around March. That's what he's got in front of his house right now in August 20. That was August 25th on Google Earth. Claiming he didn't have a car. This is when this is what he talked about. He went home early from his trip, right? And he claimed that it was a red eye service. Well, they don't do red eye service in Halifax. Well, they do, but not going south. Goes east to west. There's no Pacific rush getting out of Boston, going to Boston to Halifax, right? He felt he was rushed getting out of there. He had to do the 007, right? Oh, what's this? There's there where his dad caught him. Here's his post. Claimed that he went. And he was rushed to get home. He had to get on a flight, right? Because he felt that his hotel was doxxed. His hotel wasn't doxxed. Yeah, that's the only way he was going to go to get out on a red light flight was either going Western Canada or going to London or Paris. It was the only way. And now he's claiming that he wants to go on another trip to find Gus Lamont in Australia. There's a receipt for it. He doesn't do this for money one bit, but he spent months and months and months begging for money. There's a thing called Zach. Whatever you say can be used against you. What do you think I'm doing? Hi, Rogue Dead. Yeah, he was asking money for yesterday. He was asking for money on Sunday. It's all been documented. So, and then he deleted all his videos. He took everything down. He deleted everything. But I did send stuff to the detective. What else do we got here? I wanted to find the monetization that he talked about this morning. He was monetized and then he was demonetized for scamming. And now he's got two channels, supposedly. That's the one I want to try to find. What's this? Oh, that's him threatening Durwood and Daniel. Here's a scam. What's this? Here's the stuff on the post. He said he was in Canada. It's not AI generated, Zach. That's all you. So I don't know why you're telling the detective that. And then he claimed that his hotel was doxxed and left a day earlier, after he was caught with his dad. What's this? Here's this. Claiming that he was going to leave. I never doxed him. That's the thing. Dig it? He doxed himself. Same with his mom. Because his mom and his Zach leave their Facebooks wide open for everybody to see. Ask Summer Breeze. What else do we got? And there's people asking him questions, and he keeps freaking. Here's this. This is the first day he supposed to be landed. First freaking day. I think it was Thursday night. Thursday morning. Yeah, Thursday night, I think it was. Or no, Wednesday. Sorry, Wednesday. Well, 28th, 29th. So he supposedly went on the 29th of August. So here's the lady with the $20. I'll show you that. Here's Lynn, and then Wichita, right? An hour and 20 minutes away, right? And that's one of the victims. Oh, here's the email. She sent him $20 at the funeral time, about the funeral, and then all of a sudden $1,400 went out of her account, and Zach is the only recipient to it. And the week that he was supposed to go, supposedly miraculously, he got a phone. He spent a whole month asking for a phone, begging for a phone. And then uh he ended up getting this phone. Supposedly someone was loaning him a phone, but somebody, the same lady, had a $300 purchase made through her Cash App to an electronics store near Lynn. Isn't that suspicious? And all of a sudden, he's got a brand new phone and he's selling it on his marketplace in Wichita on Facebook. So,
Behind that. I think
what's this?
people are slowing down their coverage because other people are starting to their interest is peaking elsewhere, right? So other content creators are going to go where that interest goes. Authorities have
Can't show that. What's this? Oh, yeah, part one of the trip. He's also been going in people's other chats like Daphne and Justin and Mike the Man and taking people's content and then claiming it as his own. That's the other thing I've noticed. He would tell everybody it's cloudy when he went on this trip. Here we go. That's the one I want. How could you be wearing a jacket or a winter jacket, right? What's another thing? When it wearing a winter jacket, Boston, Massachusetts, it was 12 degrees, because we go by degrees here. And then it's 12 plus 12 in Pictou County that day, and sunny. It was actually plus, people were telling me it was plus 14 to plus 16 that day. And their screens were open. It was so warm. Here's him begging.
medicine and food. $100. I could get if I could get put maybe 15 or something like that towards food for the night and then I could get my medicine. That would be amazing. It would be a blessing. I hate crying on my stream, man. I feel like
Helping Hands' first name is Diane. She was the one that sent him the laptop back in March. And it was the same time he needed money for Dirk, because supposedly Dirk hurt his paw and he let it sit for 10 to 12 days, something like that. And he was looking for money for Dirk. But then he claimed that he needed money for the trip first, so he figured that the trip was more important than Dirk. So he wanted a laptop for the trip, so she sent him a MoneyGram, $100, and then she's from Canada, by the way, and discovered how to send a MoneyGram to Zach in Boston. And we've never seen the laptop. Here's the pictures of the phone that he's got it posted on his Facebook. An iPhone 11, right? There's a serial number. There's the back of it. Oh, give me a sec. I'm trying to find the mod thing. I'll show you everything. I've got receipts of him getting super chats, and people were actually members. And then I lost my membership in January. I think it was the third week of January on the 22nd or something. And all of a sudden he was demonetized. But he ended up getting like a couple $100 or something like that from the super chats, and they won't release it to him. He was pulled down. They took it away from him because he was advertising his Cash App, choking it down people's throats. And now he claims that he didn't fill out the paperwork for it. As he was saying this morning, he didn't fill out the paperwork. He was demonetized. He was monetized and then demonetized. You were getting you were getting super chats and you were getting members. People were buying memberships. So how can that be? Right? So he defamed his dad, said his dad walked out on him, and actually his dad got fed up because his Carrie wasn't paying the bills. Every time hand her money, he hand her money, she blow it. And not on bills. Excuse me. Hey Sharon. I think I'm almost done here anyways in this Facebook group. I'm just showing all the receipts that we have. So people um here's him with the fake funeral at saying that his father didn't pass away, right? His grandfather was and you can't even get monetized. Yeah, that's correct. He has to have a license. That's the other thing. An ID. But here's him claiming that we're lying about the grandfather. Here's his Christmas. Look at this. Oh, I got no money for food. I got no money for this. Posted all over Carrie's Facebook. That's the Roger Perot he was talking about. That's his obituary. 2020. Had a great Christmas, apparently. What's this? Here's that helping hands you guys were asking about. Oh look, I know seaweed. Seaweed's a mod in Charmaine's chat. There's KTS worker, aka Golden Wizard. One of the mods in his chat are actually enabling them. Here's Summer Breeze. Yeah, they were looking for money before Christmas too. And they were looking for money after Christmas. She might have, I don't know. But they look pretty loaded on that Christmas tree though. He ended up getting a PlayStation 5. I have a screenshot of the PlayStation account. Either way, they were raising money for a fake funeral, Chris Chicken Whisper. So
You'd probably tell me, Zach, don't go, but I'm a leader.
I don't wanna watch this shit.
I'm a trade.
What's this? Oh, that's the more funeral scam. Jamie D is one of my new mods, and she donated almost around $3,000 to $4,000 for Zach. For that fake funeral, for a headstone, and for or a cremation. Oh, here we go. That's what I wanted. Here's his criminal record. Oh, well, that sucks. Hang on a sec. Give me a sec, guys. Okay, Facebook's not working, but you guys get the idea, right? There's receipts up there for. I'll have to get. Give me a bit, I'll show you what I do have though, for right now. Let that sit for a few minutes, and I'll go back to it. Unfortunately, I have an iPad, and it's just I've been using it for, like, a month, and it's got a mind of its own some days, so what's this one? Mm, I don't want that.
He passed away, and I think that if he would have
This is what he talking about, his brother?
it's because I truly am passionate about helping others. And I've always been that way. Unfortunately, I didn't get to meet my brother. He passed away, and I think that if he would have lived and if I was
This
still,
was this morning.
then I think he would have reached his hand out and helped me up a couple times if I needed it. And so I think that somewhere looking down, somewhere out there looking down, Brent is saying, this is what you're meant to do, Zach. And his helpfulness is now something that I cherish and now I am using. And also, if you guys have been following my content, then you guys know that this month is an incredibly difficult month for me leading up into the first. And that is because on the first is the day that my best friend passed away.
There's a best
And
friend.
Ryan LaCroix, you're my best friend, man. You're the brother that I never had, And I wish you were still here. I wish you could have seen the growth and seen how I've changed my life completely
Come
around.
on.
And let that be a lesson to people out there that you can change. And if you change, it doesn't mean that you're a weak person. It just means that you're
What's this one? I was mucking around.
that's because I truly am passionate about helping others.
There you go.
And I've always been that way. Unfortunately, I didn't get to meet my brother. He passed away, and I think
Gimme.
that if he would have lived and if I was still born, then I think he would have reached his hand out and helped me up a couple times if I needed it. And so I think that somewhere looking down, somewhere out there looking down, Brent is saying, this is what you're meant to do, Zach. And his helpfulness, then you guys know that this month is an incredibly difficult month for me leading up into the first. And, and that is because on the first is the day that my best friend passed away. And
Okay, fine. I'll close it.
1,400 subs. And once we get to 1,400, I'll be doing a giveaway where I'm going to be giving a one of one item specifically designed by yours truly. And I'll be giving that out to one lucky person. So once we hit 1,400, yeah, I will let you guys know exactly what it is. And I think you guys are going to like it. I think you guys are going to like it. And that'll be given away once we get to 15. So yeah. And this is just a reminder. I want this to be very, very clear. And yeah, I just want everyone to understand this. I do not make a dime from any of my videos that I post. None of my videos on my channel or my lives. And that is by design, and that is because I never sent in order to receive money from YouTube,
'Cause you
right?
don't have
For
any
your
ID.
videos. And I want you guys to know this because I do this out of the kindness of my heart. And I do this because I am passionate about it. I do this because I have a love for what I do. True crime and fighting for justice is something that I absolutely love. And if and when the day comes that that will say, that's when I will stop. However, I don't want to scare you guys. I'm just saying I do this out of, love, right? And the day that I fall out of love with it, I'll stop. However, I
Does it out of love. Bullshit.
thank you guys for the hearts. Thank you guys for watching. I have best community in all of YouTube. I truly believe that, and I thank each and every one of you guys for it. The lovers, the haters, and everybody in between. Say that life is all about love, and if it's not, then it's because it's the lack thereof. And I truly believe that everything in this world is about love. Abby said, well, it is a handsome face.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you very
this is
much.
my favorite
I
part.
appreciate you so.
Listen to this.
Thank you, thank you. I try to be quite humble because, obviously I'm not Channing Tatum out here. I'm not dropping them all, but you know what I'm saying? I think I look good. Fun fact, back when I was in high school, a lot of girls said that I looked like Channing Tatum. So I was like, okay, I'll take it. But most recently I got Mac Miller. And it's weird because you guys see me on here, but in person I look so much better, which is weird. Like, I don't know what it is, but
All right. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Magic Mike. Magic Mike. Zach. Magic Mike. Zach. You guys be the judge. Does he look like him? Honestly,
hey guys, what's going on? Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Zach. So today we have a video.
does that look like Magic Mike?
So I haven't been mini golfing in at least 10 years, but I'm the mini golf pro, and that's just how it is. So Stamina about to go get some biz. And if you don't know, Stamina be my surname, we'll call it, for the rap. So yeah, anybody that wants to get into that too, let me know. Um, but yeah, besides the point, we're going to play mini golf. I'll go with my dad and his new girl, and I'm going to whoop them because I'm
Oh,
competitive.
oh.
That just is what it is.
Your mom kicked your ass, by the way, your
Hey,
stepmom.
uh, I love y'all. Peace.
Your stepmom actually kicked your ass there, buddy. Just so you know, at mini golf. Do you think Zach looks like this? Huh. Or a troll? He sure doesn't look like Magic Mike to me. Let me see. See that again. Okay, Magic Mike. Oh, now I'm not responding. That's not good. Oh, what the fuck? Like I said, it's got a mind of its own. You don't? You don't chicken whisper? Well, let's see if I can get this going. Oh, wrong one. I didn't want YouTube open. See you later. Bye, CB Free. Take it easy. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Well, actually, I'm going to end it here pretty soon. Why? What's up, Mike Smith? Can I help you? If in case you're wondering, Mike Smith, I'm putting awareness out about Zach, and I'll keep doing it until victims come forward. If you don't like it, leave. There's other channels where you can go. It's up to you. The whole idea is to get more victims to come forward. And believe me, if you're a follower of Zach, you're just going to fall down with them. I can guarantee you that. Ellie's involved. So if you want to be one of those that want to, hey, it's up to you if you want to contribute money to them. It's up to you. But it's all false pretenses. So it's up to you what you do. But hey, you can hang out here too. I don't care either way. But if you're going to sit here and create bullshit, you might as well hit your door, let the door hit you on the way out. Totally up to you, man. Totally up to you. Anywho,
What's going on? It's your boy.
so I'll see if I can get Facebook up and going now. Excuse me. There we go. I'm gonna go right to the mod. Zoom up here. Zoom, zoom, zoom. How you guys liking it so far? Hmm? Anybody who hasn't subbed up, please sub up now. In about 5 minutes, we're gonna turn the subs on. It's up to you. You can stay, you can go, or you can sub up. You can sub up. I have no problem with that. You can like and describe and you can leave, or you can come stay and watch the last 20, 25 minutes. Totally up to you. I'm just showing all my receipts, well, all ours, my team's receipts on our Facebook post or Facebook group. Well, you were just asking? Well, I wasn't attacking you, Mike. I was just making it very clear. You just seem like coming in here to create drama. I have no problem you staying if you want to stay. I don't care. But yeah, I'm going to talk about Zach because that's my channel. I'm talking about scams, and Zach is a scammer, isn't he not? If you don't see it that way, that's totally up to you. I don't have control over that. But what I can tell you is that Ellie's involved. So maybe you got a problem with it. How about get your own channel and talk about what you want to talk about? How about that? Otherwise, you can go hang out with your buddy if you want. It's up to you. And sit there and enable him like the 100 and 1,300 subscribers that he has, because all they do is enable him and his mods.
And then if I virtual hugs,
Where am I? Oh. It's up to you, Mike Smith, if you want to stay or not. It's up to you. I don't care either way. Went too far. Okay. Because I'm on an iPhone, Mike Smith. And why were you to question me how I do how I run my channel? I don't have StreamYards right now. I'm just starting out. So are you a channel? Are you a creator or what? Are you gonna tell me what to do or what are you gonna do? Not trying to sound like a dick, Mike, but it's up to you if you want to stay or go. I don't care either way. Up to you. There's other channels you can go visit besides mine if you don't like mine. These are his Zach's wellness checks. This has been going on for 2 months, Mike, and please try to understand that. In fact, it's been going a lot longer than you realize. So, these are Zach's, wellness checks, uh, at his house. He's had, he's been brought into the station many times. He's driven without a driver's license. His mom's the same thing too. Um, um, here's more of his wellness checks. You get the idea. Here's his criminal record. Well, you can stay, Mike. I don't, I get you're trying to ask a question. I just didn't like how you asked it. That's all. Hey, Bucci Sheriff, how's it going? Anyways, here's his criminal record. Um, what's this one? That's his A and B. He had an A and B charge, a assault and battery. I think it was one of his girlfriends way back when. He was on something and um, he she ended up filing a restraining order against him. Is what ended up happening, and he ended up beating the crap out of. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know, but that's what that is. So this is Kristen Murphy. This is the other. There was a girl that was living there at that time. That's all her stuff. Could have been her too. Well, we know, but I think she's in jail now for um, fake IDs, fraud, you name it. So Zach claims he has a clean record. How are you going to get into Canada with that, Zach? Did you ever think of that? How do you have any ID? Do you have any ID, Zach? So, so if we're lying, right? Why is law enforcement involved in investigating? That's the other thing. Boot sheet, Sheriff. Did you mention something about you've had some family that were victims of Zach? Have you got any updates on that? And if you do, could you email me? That was a list of people living in that residence. This is Carrie. Carrie Haley has a criminal record too for driving around with no insurance. Does it matter how I got it? It can be easily pulled up there, Mike. It's shown all online. Okay, you know what, Mike? You're kind of pissing me off now. See you later. Sorry, guys. I don't have time for that bullshit. I really don't. Mike, email me and we'll talk it out. I really like to know who you are. Now I'm frozen. Anyways, sorry, guys. I'm frozen. So, time for a computer. Try this again. 15 minutes. You have to go to work. Okay. I'll see you later, Andrea. Have a great day at work. Give me a sec, guys.
Behind.
I'm trying to find the mod one too. And I'm probably gonna, not sure yet if I'm gonna keep going or not. We'll see. I want to finish off that criminal record there, though. So many receipts, so many videos, so many screen recordings, words against words used against you. You know, I can't wait for his channel to be gone too. There you go. Well, that's that Kristen Murphy again. I'll go back to it. The other girl was living there. That's her record. Drug possession, utter counterfeit, arrest, false ID information. A and B on a police officer. A and B on a family household member. List of people on the property. Here's Haley's criminal record for being arrested for not driving around for no insurance. Sure, Ulf, you can have mine. The girls will post it for you. This is all her stuff. Um,
I get to the point where I'm cornered, and you don't want to corner somebody like me because I am the nicest person in the world, but I am also one of the quietest people in the world in my real life. You know, when I'm home, I might say 20 words a day. Being honest with you guys, I don't really talk in my personal life. I'm the most quietest person around everyone. But you know what they say? Watch out for the quiet ones. Because when I speak my mind, I'm speaking truth. And if I do blow up, oh man, y'all don't want to see that, you know? So I hold back and I have a clean record. Clean record. Never done anything wrong, never been arrested, none of that. So discredit me some more about my life, Jasmine. Go ahead and try. And if I want to prove every single thing wrong that you're saying, I will. If I don't want to, then I won't. If I want to show receipts, I will. If I don't want to, then I won't. Because I live.
clean record, right? Clean record. There's his clean record. Salt and battery. He's also been driving around with no insurance or driving around with no driver's license. And an A and B charge. Clean record. Right, Zach? Clean record. Okay, I'm gonna find the monetize thing. It's here. Is that it? Here it is. Here's all his super chats. He's claiming there were super chats. Oh, I have to go up. Okay. There's some more super chats and people in green. They were members.
No, I'm just kidding. But that was funny.
Just gotta turn it down just a bit.
Oh man. If anybody wants to help, it'd be a big help, guys. Just trying to get a nice phone so I can get on streaming when I go on my trip. If anybody can help me, please. Zachary Jackson 1. My Venmo is Zach Jackson 123. Either or would be a big help. Anything's helpful. It can be $5. Anything is helpful, guys. You know, not monetized. Now would be the most important time, but all right. I know God.
Super chats. That was my membership in December 22nd. It was canceled because YouTube took it away. So that's pretty much what I summed up what I wanted to talk about today. What are your guys' thoughts? What do you think now? I showed you everything, pretty much almost everything on that chat in that, Facebook group. Please do, if you don't have you can send us a request for Facebook, just send a request to me or, in through Facebook, through me or through, uh, Mama Chipmunk. We'll gladly add you, or you can send an email. You can send an email to either one of us, and we'll figure it out how to add you. Um, if you don't have Facebook, that was the whole idea today, was to show you all the stuff that we do have on receipts and stuff. It is privatized right now because under investigation with law enforcement, and we giving them access to it. Yeah, that's what he does in Vision. He just blocks everybody and then he deflects. That's what he does. Yeah, I can understand, Ulf. Bye, Becca. Have a great day. Yes, yes, Envision. I seen your comment on this post this past weekend about your remote viewing. Some people. No, no worries, Ulf. So, what do you guys make of that? About everything I just showed. Monetizing, his criminal record. I showed you pretty much everything. The trip, the a little bit of the people have called us evil, they called us liars and stuff, and here we are producing receipts. How are we liars when we have LE involved? How about that? You know who also has been relentless with them? Sirius Black. Chicken Whisper. I hear you. I've been real. I'm hoping that today will be the last day I could talk about him. I don't really want to talk him anymore. I know I've been talking him a lot, and I've said that I don't want to talk him, and I still can talk about him. Uh, reason being, I need people to step up. And there was one person in the chat yesterday claimed that he gave him $100 and he felt he got scammed. I get it. You guys have been. You feel ashamed. You feel you know you feel dumb. You feel like you've been you're embarrassed. Don't be, because the more people we get to report on him, the better the investigation is. You know what I'm saying? And um it makes their lives a little bit easier, and there's more conviction against Zach, if that makes sense. Because for months, people have complained about him. For months, complain about him. And then when we do something about it, everybody's backing away. You know what I mean? They don't want anything to do with it. And that's the frustrating part. So why bitch about? Then you guys don't have a right to bitch about it. If you guys don't do anything about it, you can't bitch about it. It's like voting. If you don't vote, you can't bitch about it. Because here's your opportunity to take advantage of it, and here's your opportunity. The email, the girls will post the email again for the Wichita detective, and email them your receipts, email them your complaint. They can get something done about it. If you don't even get your money back, there's a possibility you could get your money back if they convict them. And I get people being traumatized by somebody like that, even just talking to Zach, and he catfishes people is what he does. He catfishes them. He's a true, full-blown narcissist. And but even if you don't get your money back, at least he can bring justice, and then it doesn't help happen to somebody else, you know? That's why we're pushing so hard on it because you know, he does what he does, and now he's getting a second channel up. Now he's gonna record 2 sessions a day now. All he is about his money, and you can't believe a word half the stuff he says. He's defamed me, he's defamed Becca, he's defamed, my Moz, he's defamed, others as well, other creators as well, and, you know, actions comes with consequences, and lately, we're not trying to attack Zach, it's the fact that he deflects, and when you call him out on his stuff, he deflects. He doesn't want to hear about it. It's Zach's way or the highway, pretty much, when it comes down to it. And when you call him out on it, try to help him, he just completely ignores it and goes out one ear and out the other. I tried to help him for months when he first said something about Jack and Lily that he wanted to go search. I'm like, hey, well, there's certain protocols you have to follow, bud. You have to let RCMP know if you're going to go on your own so somebody knows where you are. Uh, you can't go on private property. So, and then to turn around and then when I asked him to unmod me, he turned around, kicked me out because I tried to call him on his stuff, and then shamed me from things that happened in the past, things that happened to me. And I've attacked maybe one or two co-creators, but I squished it and I apologized to him for it. There's a difference between attacking Zach and exposing Zach, and that's what I'm doing in Vision here. That's correct. I'm just exposing Zach for what he is. And sooner or later, it's going to catch up to him. It's just a matter of time. And having the right people to take people seriously. So, that being said, um, I am going to take off for the day. Um, Tomorrow I'll be back, and hopefully I'll be talking about Darius tomorrow because Darius, I've got to focus on that now. And I know Becca did a remote viewing or a session, a spirit box session the other day again on Darius. Um, would like to do a mega panel at one point with some of the creators as well about Darius because Sunday or Monday, or this weekend for that matter, I'm going to go help a certain Facebook group and go help find Darius. So Darius McDougal, that's been lost since September of last year. But anyhow, if I'm back today, I'll be back today. If it's anything, it'd be on drone stuff or anything like that. If anything. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy your Wednesday, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care. Cheers.